So hey, I hope y'all doing great. I just want to share a little bit of my YouTube journey today, provide some encouragement for someone, and also just be real and open about how far I'm going now in this journey. So I started YouTube in 2018, and the purpose of starting it was to put my writing out there because I just published my first book. It was a poetry book, and I wanted to just put myself out there, just start building my audience, and also share some writing tips. But as I went along, this wasn't really that type of channel. I wasn't really sharing anything pertaining to writing, but I was basically just doing like some heart-to-heart conversations. So I went from that to just change to my name and say, okay, just be about some of my thoughts and conversations. But I also started to get back into my art. And I wanted to share some of my artwork because I do believe art, it has a message within itself. Just look at the pictures. And, I said, you know what? I think I want to combine this because I wanted to make this bigger than than who I am. I wanted to have a bigger dream than just saying, okay, I just want to post videos because I always told myself I'm not trying to be this big YouTuber. I really just want to build my own network, own community, and my own space so others can come in, they can join, they can contribute to it as creators. So I thought about just putting those two things together, the conversations, the art, and also, with my love for God too as well, because I want this channel to be rooted in Christ. Now, that's just the overall thing. So let's just go back to what I learned so far in this journey. So first thing I learned is appreciation. When I was really writing out what I want to talk about in this video, because of course, I may seem like I'm a little bit everywhere because I don't have a script or anything. I just put down what I want to discuss. But when I was putting down I put down small numbers to talk about that because I know a lot of us, there are still some small YouTubers that, we don't have a lot of subscribers, don't have a lot of views, but we're still pushing, trying to build a channel. And sometimes we look at numbers as this whole big validation, and we don't really look at the appreciation of who is actually watching your channel, who is watching the videos, who is coming and giving you good feedback. And it started to hit me really hard because I feel like I wasn't appreciating, the growth, the little growth that I have. And then I can't really call it little growth because it is still growth. If there's someone out there that's enjoying your content, I don't care if it's one person. And then you may say, hey, I don't have no views on it. Appreciate you starting. I think that is something important that everybody has to keep in mind, just to appreciate the start, appreciate the smallness of what you're doing now. Because yes, you may have a big dream, a big goal like me. I have a big dream for this channel where I want it to go, but I need to appreciate the start. Even one of my videos about me being a single mom, that's like my most popular video on this channel. And I appreciate everybody that have watched it. I love to provide that encouragement. I'm actually working on a book about that. Because I do want to put my voice out there. I know so many people have so many different opinions about single mothers, but I want to just put my voice out there and speak to them to know that, hey, it's a different way, it's a different path. You don't have to stick to a narrative around your life, but you can move forward. So enough about that. So about appreciation. Appreciate where you are. I feel like that sometimes we do tend to look at everybody else's stuff, their channels, not for so much inspiration, but almost comparison. And we're saying we're not comparing, but we can actually are. If after looking at their channel, we feel so sad and down about where we are. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, we got to pull back from that because we have to appreciate where we are. So that's something that I'm learning on all my platforms that I'm building, that I need to appreciate where I'm at. Appreciate the start, appreciate the people that do watch, appreciate the people that do comment, appreciate the people that do read the article, read the post, because that's the community, that's the audience. And I cannot stop because I'm looking at numbers. I need to keep going and building. And we also have to understand about building something new, that it's going to take time. Some things don't come overnight. Now, some things, it may appear like come overnight, but I do feel like people have already put in the work for it, and now you're just now witnessing the growth and the fruit. So be appreciative. Don't be so sad about this and that. There's nothing wrong being inspired by other people. I have a few people I do watch, And, I do like the advice they give out about building your channel, but I have to also remember that, hey, I'm building. I just started being consistent. That is the next thing. I've been on YouTube for years, but I have not been consistent because of my own fear and doubt. Now, if you're like me, you have a lot of ambition and you have a lot of goals, but sometimes you feel like you're the only person that that has that. Like, of course, everybody around you maybe be comfortable in their life, comfortable where they at, but you want to go higher. And you feel like, if I put myself out there like that, they're going to think something's wrong with me. Like, who talks about, oh, I'm going to start YouTube? They're going to look at you crazy. But I feel there's a lot of overthinking in my mind, and probably a lot of overthinking in your mind. They were overthinking a whole lot of stuff. So consistency is key. That's something that I'm learning, is to be consistent. And I noticed that when I do start, I'll be consistent for like a week, maybe a month, that yes, that certain videos get certain views and it get noticed. But I also do, came out and just kind of just told myself is that, hey, you need to show up. Because I think that is very important. You got to show up. Everybody's looking to see what you're going to put out there, looking who you are, especially even as a writer. Put yourself out there, put the work out there. Let's see what it's going to do. And don't be discouraged about the numbers. I have to go back to that because it's something that I think a lot of us focus too much on. And you're thinking that if I don't have the numbers, then my content is not good. Because I've seen some very bad content and they get a lot of numbers, a lot of views. And that's not hate on them. It's just I'm very particular about creativity. But hey, if that's what they like, hey, that's what they like. They find a passion, they find their path, their groove. Hey, that's cool for them. And I don't have to have much to say about that. But consistency is good. And you have to just get the fear and the doubt out your mind and just go for it. Don't feel like that you have to have certain things just to get started. For me, I do want to build like a dedicated space for a YouTube channel, but since I may be moving a couple more months, I don't want to invest in that right now. Now, I may invest in another mic because I do, I'm more conscious about the sound. Because I know you hear everything. If I don't have like no mics or anything or in here that's just me and my phone, you may hear everything. But it's not going to stop me from recording because I still have to build. I love people just to come on a journey with me. They saw me starting this way. And then actually when they see the growth and the fruit of it, then they'll say, oh, I see the progress of how she made or what, that she went down. So that's something I just want to be and do. So the last thing is about the new direction. So I know starting YouTube that it's so much advice out there about what you need to do about finding your niche and all this. And I didn't want to focus on one thing because I'm a very creative person. I have so many different ideas. So I wanted somehow to put that into one channel. So for this channel, Convos Canvas Christ, I want to focus on the writing, the art, and also be centered around Christ. Because I do believe that God wants to be involved in every aspect of our lives. Now, let me just say this as a believer in Christ. Sometimes I do feel a little doubtful in a way because I know when you talk about God, you talk about Jesus, not everybody is a fan of that. And sometimes it can be a little discouraging, like, man, should I put Christ in his name in my channel? Should I talk about him in this video? Also, when I see people that, that supposedly part of the Christian community, but sometimes don't act like they are part of the Christian community. And it's almost like this war, but I have to go back to real reason why I want to get on YouTube. Yes, I want to share that message, share my heart, but I also know these are things that God has put in me. And I want to be able to share that with the world, with people out there. I don't want to just be this person that's flip-flopping. Like whenever it's popular, I'll jump on that side. When it's no longer popular, I want to jump on the other side. But if I truly believe in God, I truly have a relationship with him, I want that to be shown in everything that I do. So, of course, we're going to have down-to-earth conversations, heart-to-heart conversations, but this is not going to be one of those channels where I'm bashing the church, I'm debating theology or calling out false prophets. Yes, there are false prophets, but I feel like it's a different avenue you can do that. I see a lot of people are doing that now because it is popular, but I don't want to go in that direction because I feel like some things I don't need to give my attention to. I'd rather just talk about the issues behind why people become false prophets or why people leave the church and do that so they won't fall into that category. I'd rather talk about the heart stuff, the life stuff, things about different areas of life, school, career, maybe money. I just want this to be this open, down to earth platform.